All right, here we go. A little VIP action. We be back. We be back. Here you go. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. If you are a member, all you're gonna do is put into the chat hashtag VIP. We'll give another rare tier card. Shout out to our guy Ron, who already reached out to me. We'll hook Ron up here in a little bit. Big dub for Ronu. Man, just a little bit of chaos there. Yeah, we're back. We're back. We get some VIPs in the chat. Yeah, so you should only if you are members, you should have access to the chat. But if you are not, looks like you don't have it yet. So go sign up to be a member. Go sign up to be a member. Yeah, little bit of chaos here towards the end. We did get some word on a few things here. Paul George officially available, which we kind of knew. Paul George is here. The Pacers are starting. Halliburton, Andrew Nembhard, Mathurin, Siakam, Turner, and Turner. That's it. All five of them. The Pels, they're running Jordan Hawkins into the starting lineup here. Green and Eves Missy, they get in there. We're also going to be joined by Weisberg here for a little bit. Mike, what's going on, man?
Yeah, what's up, baby? How we doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Happy 2025. First time on the VIP stream. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us, as always, as VIP members. I'm good, man. Just grinding. 2025 has been good to me so far.
Nice.
Excited for this game week. Excited for a little Celtics Kings on playback in about an hour, give or take 50 minutes. So
nice.
Hang it out, man.
Might want to remove the value hunting episode from the opening graphic. Oh, Sean. Yeah, I know. We haven't had time. We haven't had time to do it. Yeah, what time is that game?
4:30.
4:30 Pacific.
4:30 my time, 7:30 Eastern, I should say. Sorry.
Nice. Here, just quickly, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Alex Sarr's good to go. That we did get that news. Hawkins is in the starting lineup. Paolo is starting, but on a minute restriction. And then Paul George. That was kind of all that we missed. How are you feeling about your lineups heading into the?
Feeling great, man. I posted my in-season champ lineups in Discord. But honestly, like my best lineup this week. Probably, I didn't buy into any of the Guy Santos hype, but I went KP, J-Dub, Derek White, Jokic, Cole Anthony for like my best lineup. But like it's all relative. Ooh, yeah. Matty Harrison gifting a
there we go. So, I want to know who gets it. So if you just got this new VIP from our guy Matty Harrison, put it in the chat.
Wounded Geese.
Big dub for the Wounded Geese. Love it. Thank you, Matty. That was nice of you to do that. I'm realizing I didn't set my common lineup, so I'm gonna just like the rest of those cards. I got to do that now. I really did throw
in a common lineup just because, but like the Warriors stuff. What's your take on generally on these Warrior lineups?
Like,
how do you approach them for underdog?
I mean, for the most part, Dennis Schroeder is the only guy that I drafted for most of today. Unless it was the 10-man, and the 10-man. I threw some Kevon Looney in late because I wasn't sure if Trace Jackson Davis was going to play. And even if Trace Jackson Davis does play, I still feel like Looney's going to get enough run to, he in limited minutes can put up like 10 and 8, and that would be plenty in those like 10-man drafts. From a so rare perspective, I do think it's worth taking a shot. If you have Santos, I think it's worth taking a shot on a guy with a cap of 3, like whatever, if he gets you 10, you survive. And if he gets you 20, you're like, you got a shot.
Would you put him in contender or champ?
Contender. I don't think I'd put him in champ unless it like really unlocks something, but I don't think I would do that. I honestly don't really like any of the Warriors outside of Schroeder and I guess Trace Jackson Davis for champion lineup. I just don't think any of those guys, I think they can all, like, I think Buddy doesn't do anything else besides score. So like he'd have to get you like 50 actual points, I think, for him to like crush in your champion, I mean, I guess you could do it. But like Kyle Anderson, no way. Like contender only for, contender only for me.
I grabbed two guys that I had pretty regularly, like just kind of sitting there for me. I grabbed Pat Spencer off Marketplace for 75 cents because he's just going to play. Kerr loves the guy.
Yeah.
Former lacrosse champ. He's like 6'5", 6'6". He's just going to play a ton in that small forward spot. Moses Moody is healthy. So, like, there's a real question as to the Moody side of it. And Kerr's always weird with Moody. I think is the
Yeah.
other thing. Like,
I was like, I don't feel good playing Moody, to be honest.
no. I threw Moody in like an underdog, like legacy lineup just
Mhm.
because. Matacato, to your question in the chat, no, but things are looking up, is all I will say.
Oh.
But yeah, they're definitely more of a, as John H says, more of a premium underdog play.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think that's right. I think that's kind of how I feel about him. I think I mean, you can still definitely do it in the champion too. Like I wouldn't may have people shy away from the champion. I mean, from a contender, excuse me. But yeah, it's hard to make the case to put him in the champion lineup because I
I
just
do
don't
have
know.
Looney in like my third champ lineup, to be fair.
Yeah, you have Looney in the champ. What's his cap at?
18.
18. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Just as like a third guy. Like that lineup's pretty awesome. It's Paul George, KD, Holiday, SGA, Looney.
Yeah, somebody's asking about the projection for Spencer. He I think it
It's
was
not
like
much.
15 and a half. But again, like solid for contender there for sure. Man, just trying to get in some of these other lineups. That really, like the Lakers thing, just really threw me for a loop. I don't really know. I just kind of don't think they play.
So, for those that aren't fully following the fires in LA, like JJ Redick did like a 10-minute thing during his press conference today, talking about how he lost his home.
Yeah.
And like for anyone who lives in the Bay, we're always down in LA pretty frequently here and there. We know people in LA. I personally don't know anyone who's lost their home, but I have friends who know people who have lost their homes. And it's just it's a weird week in California.
Yeah.
Because everyone just kind of knows someone who's going through it to an extent.
Yeah. For sure.
So like there's a lot of that, just like broadly, when you think globally in terms of kind of where I live. But like as far as the NBA stuff, I think the NBA should take as long as they need to. Honestly, like if they need to take a week off from doing games in LA, do it.
Yeah.
You need to go have them. They did similar things with the Pelicans. Mind you, the Pelicans ended up going to OKC for an entire season. But if you need to take a decent amount of time from an NBA perspective to have guys not play in LA, they should do that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they're going to play. I just don't think.
No, I'm not sure they play for a while. And like Kawhi taking time to go meet with family, I've seen people criticize them online for that.
No,
Kawhi
that's
should take
crazy.
as much time as he needs.
Yeah, no one should be. That's crazy. If people are criticizing that, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, nobody should be criticizing that.
No.
But yeah, I don't think you can play. I don't think you can play any of those guys this week, though. I just don't. I don't.
No, not at all. Like, and that also goes for like the Hornets are playing the Clippers, right? Or is that the Lakers?
Hornets are playing the Clippers, and then they play the Suns too. So they do have like a second game this game week. So I do think you can still play those guys, but it does make it challenging to like play any of these guys.
Taylor, that's unclear whether it's Kawhi's house or like some family members, but like, we're talking about 26,000 acres.
Yeah.
Like that's double the size of Manhattan.
Yeah. I mean,
it's an enormous amount of land that's been burned down.
It is.
They're talking 50 billion in terms of economic losses.
Yeah.
And in some cases, not to get too political, but in some cases, State Farm canceled insurance on a bunch of the Palisades properties. So those people don't even have insurance on those properties, which is insane.
Yeah, I saw that going around about like last summer or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wild stuff. But from the rare perspective, yeah, I just don't think I don't think you could.
You can't play any of those guys.
No, yeah, you were fine. But yeah, I don't think any of those games are happening. I could see them doing like a remote location or a neutral location. But I actually think we're early enough in the NBA season that instead they're just gonna wait. They'll just be like, we'll play this game later in the season. I don't know what Charlotte's West Coast trips are like, but I imagine it's not worth them like trying to scramble to kind of like in the NFC playoffs where they're playing the game in Arizona. It doesn't make the same amount of sense.
One thing they could do for some of the LA teams, and this is a little bit of travel, but if they wanted to like make it a bit more reasonable on road teams, and this is a venue that is available and has had NBA teams play there, is if they decide, look, we can't be doing games in LA for the next 2 or 3 weeks or whatever. they could have those teams playing Oakland.
Yeah, that's
at
true.
Oracle Arena, and that would allow you to continue the season in a way that makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
And athletes and families can temporarily live in Oakland for a little while they're figuring out how they want to handle the LA stuff. I don't think the NBA is going to do that.
No,
I
don't
think
so.
probably in the next week or so we'll have more games in LA. But if the NBA wants an alternative location, Oakland makes a ton of sense. Just for the record, for the All-Star game, they're doing split venue next month. So some of the events are going to be at Oracle. Some of them are going to be at the Chase Center. It's not Oakland Arena, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna. I think the games will get canceled through Monday. I think is it's the weekend and then Monday and then I think they'll probably play. Wait, Boston Base, did I really not send you your reward yet? Hold on, let me see. You DM me, so actually that's not true. You haven't even DM me. Did you DM me your So Rare username? I feel like it's Boston.
I probably got lost in all the memes that Boston Base was sending you.
I know. I thought I was caught up. Did you do some? Yeah, DM me, dumbass. Did you do some underdog stuff?
I did a dog bowl. I've got a 5-leg parlay. If we want to create something, we can create something before the game. I'm happy to.
Wait, is that real?
Put something into the stream. Why not?
Yeah. We can. Here, I can go over to underdog here for a second. Wait, Girom, did I really not send you yours? Hold on. Did you DM me though? Because I'll send it to you right now as I pull up underdog. Hold on.
So the 5-leg that I did this morning wasn't anything too crazy. Went very Boston based, no pun intended. Nice. Went Yabu over 12.5, which feels good against the Pelicans. 12.5 points.
Oh wait.
JB over 21.5 points. Giannis over 39.5 points and rebounds. Tatum over 5.5 assists. Peyton Pritchard laddered up to 3.5 3-pointers made.
Okay, nice.
Got pretty good odds on that too. Ended up getting 36x on that, so not bad, all things considered. But we can make another one up real quick. I'm happy to do that.
All right, hold on. Yeah, we're gonna make another one. I want to make sure. Wait, I want to see who did I not get Girom too?
How many dog bowls did you do today?
Dude, like 60. There ended up being.
I'm just doing the quick math in my head of. I didn't realize the dog bowls were 15. I thought they were 10 today, so I only did one. I was planning on doing like 2 or 3, but
yeah,
$15 a pop. I was like, it's a little pricey.
Yeah, no, it is. Girom, DM me again. I'll send that to you now. And Boston Base, you want me to send you as a sneak? Just Boston Base, DM me so I remember. You sound ridiculous, Tesla.
Tesla, we love you, but we are not that ridiculous.
I saw the min cash was a little bit bigger than normal. Like there were 9,000 entrants, and I think top 2,400 got their money back. And it only filled like only 70% of it filled, so we had a 30% overlay on it. So that I was planning on doing 40, and then I did a bunch after.
That's okay. That's fair.
Right,
that's fair. Touche.
All right, here we go. Now I got our guy Gilmore now. All right, I'm gonna find his and send it now. I don't do. So what are some angles you like? Do you only like the Celtics game?
I said the Indiana Golden State game's weird just because of the matchup stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much to target on that game, frankly.
Okay.
And like, how do you feel about that game specifically?
Sorry, say that again. Which one?
Golden State, Indiana.
I'm not touching it.
Right?
Yeah.
Too weird on the overall numbers. I think Milwaukee, Orlando has some good spots to it. Like, I think Giannis against Orlando, particularly with Banchero coming back, is a good spot, particularly with how I should say poorly, but given that Giannis actually has fallen to second in overall scoring, I think it's going to be a nice bump for him tonight. He only had 11 points the other night. He had 11
in that
25
in that triple double, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
11, 12, 13.
Yeah, that was That was an annoying one.
So
yeah.
I think there's a good spot there for Giannis, depending on how you feel about points or points, rebounds, assists. How
How
are you
many
feeling
minutes
about Dame this year?
this year? I mean, I think he's been
Or
like
like
fine.
in this particular spot, I should say.
Nah, I would stay away. I would stay away against Orlando. I mean, I know they don't have Suggs, but they just have so many guys that can defend little guys. Yeah, I think I'd be kind of interested in Cole Anthony assists. You could talk me into that. I don't really love anything actually in this game.
Okay.
It's just a tough one. Like I honestly haven't done a lot of pick'ems for today. Let's do Chicago and
What
Washington.
about Middleton unders?
I mean, yeah. Well, let's see what's Middleton. No, 9.5 points. Like I don't
That's
want
such a
to. I mean,
weird number.
yeah. Well, he's only playing 20 minutes now.
I know.
Let's go back to this game. Let's do something for this game.
What about New Orleans, Philly? Or are you doing the Celtics game? Oh, Chicago.
No,
Chicago. Okay.
Yeah, Chicago and Washington.
Okay.
I just feel like they're gonna cook in this game. Did we get to Jordan Poole news, by the way?
I don't think so.
I feel like I didn't see that. Hold on, let me see this here.
Why are you looking it up? I just got to do one quick thing. I'll be right back.
He's still a game time decision. Okay, so Jordan Poole is still a game time decision. Wow. All right, the Bucks are starting Dame, Jackson Jr., Prince, Giannis, Lob. I still can't believe Middleton's coming off the bench. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. All right, let's take. I like this one from this morning. Actually, let's say Jordan Poole plays. Let's get him to 20. Oh, they're only going to get us to 24.5. What about Giddey getting up to 8.5 dimes?
I don't mind that.
And then Kobe White threes. What's his threes at? 3.5, dude. I think Kobe White's gonna cook. Here we go. 20x here. Jordan Poole. We moved Jordan Poole's line to 24.5. God, the app has been a little glitchy here for me today.
I mean, when is the app not kind of glitchy? What did you put for Jordan Poole points? What was it?
It was at 22.5. I boosted it to 24.5. Actually, let's just leave that at 22.5. Oh wait, now I wonder, did they change it?
It's still at 22 for me on desktop.
Oh, that's weird. The mobile's not. Hold on, let me. But anyways, let's just leave Poole at, because that's only 1.09x. That's not helpful enough. There we go, 22.5. And then Giddey, I moved to 8.5 dimes. 8.5.
I did that
for Giddey.
1.56x.
Yeah, I just think there's going to be a million points. And then I said Kobe White 4.5 threes, which I moved that. So if you don't feel comfortable with it, you can keep it at the 3.5, and you still get a little bit of a boost. But it goes from 1.1 to 1.9, and that's an 18x. That's all I'm going to do. And it's just going to be 11.
3-legger.
Yeah, 11 to win 200. That's fun. That's fun.
I like that. I'm going to stick with the 1.1x. So it ends up being what? 10.38x. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'm just doing a quick 5 to 150. We'll knock that out.
Great discourse between Tesla and
Boston Base
right now. Taylor, you got boots on the ground. Is Jokic playing tonight? I have an absurd. Am I still sharing the screen? Yeah. I don't know if it's refreshed yet. We did. No, it hasn't yet. Oh, wait, cool. Has it? 210.
Underdog on desktop is doing the weird location thing again. That's great. Really exciting.
So it almost I had 31% Jokic.
Jesus.
I know. I had him number 1 all day. So this is my dog bowl exposure. Brandon Boston Jr. No, it doesn't have the last 4. A lot of Brandon Boston Jr. I got him late. Schroeder, Kuzma, Cole. Oh, I thought I had more Jokic than this. I guess not. 14% Jokic. That's still, I guess, pretty good for 65. We got more Alex Sarr than I thought, too. Only a handful of Zion. All right. Let's win a dog bowl seat, huh? That would be fun.
I mean, it'd be great to finish top 2. What would that be? 5K plus
I think 10K, right?
Oh, I thought top 2, like the person that finishes second gets
No, you both get 10K.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, first and second both get 10.
Damn.
Because that's the pay. So what ends up happening is you go out there. I forget what the official payout structure is, but there's people that will go out to the live final that won't make money. So if you come in like the back half of the live final, your prize pool was part of the 10K that you won, because that pays for you to get out there and all that stuff too.
Right. Sure.
So that's why. 48 in the members only. Well, yeah, but I don't know how many of these are. Let's actually check the VIP, because I think we only have like 20 VIP members here. So if you are a VIP member watching this right now, like the stream, subscribe, but hashtag VIP in the chat. We're going to give a rare tier card here in a few minutes. Jokic still confirmed, still questionable too. All right, that makes me feel a little bit better though. That I feel like if he was going to be out, he'd be ruled out by now.
They would have announced it by now. Well, I actually feel a little worse in some ways, in that normally they would have told us by now if he's in.
Yeah, but it's an illness, not an injury. I don't know. Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Wow,
Boston
5 elite memberships. There we go.
There you go. Especially because I still haven't given him his reward yet. Which, by the way, I think I can do that to our guy Gilram right now. Boston base. What's your Is it just Boston base? Is that what you said it was?
Budawin got gifted a membership. That's cool.
There you go, Bottom
member already. Yeah.
Shout out to Big B.
Hopefully we see him at Summer League this year. Have you booked Summer League yet?
Yep. July 10th to the 14th. Let's get it. All right, Gilram, I sent you a good one since it had been a little bit of time. So I apologize for the delay. So you got a good one. And let's see, did I find Boston?
Finishing up that underdog booking right now.
Oh, there's Boston base with his little Celtics avatar. That's cute. Send Boston base some shit here. What do we got here?
Well, we're gonna be doing a co-stream with the Kings guys tonight. That should be fun. You can't really do traditional co-streams over on Playback, but
what does that mean?
So what we're gonna do is we're telling people to multi-tab both the King stream and our stream. So that way both are getting the revenue from members coming in and watching our streams.
Oh, nice. So. Are the Kings guys, is that Chewy?
That's Chewy, yeah.
Is that dude Mike Miller still doing it or whatever his name is?
No, he is doing his own channel. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
He is. That man is on one.
Unwell.
We will not give that man more oxygen than he needs. And I'm not even going to correct you on the proper name, but you know,
also, hey, Boston Base just gave out 5 memberships, I think. So if you accept that and you're new, make sure you like the stream, subscribe, and hashtag.
George, what up, baby? George's video this week was great for those that didn't see it.
Yeah, shout out George.
Even though he got a terrible star.
What was his?
Tristan De Silva, tough luck.
No, De Silva's a baller, man. De Silva's a baller.
I don't know that I would. I mean, could you imagine getting Tristan De Silva as a star?
Yeah, that's tough.
It's more than tough. That's like.
Are you supposed to get a star though?
Yeah. It was so he got up to the full 500, and you have a 50-50 on star or tier 1, and De Silva was listed as a star.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was a tier 1 if you got up to 550.
It's a 50-50 whether you can get one.
Oh, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
All right. So it was a 50% chance he wasn't going to get one.
True.
It's possible. All right. But De Silva was the tier 1. Okay, then yeah, that is garbage.
Yeah,
that is garbage. Does it show us what they are right now? Like if I went to Craft, can I see what?
You can look it up. Yeah, it's got Girelmi for the gifted membership.
Yeah, there we go. All right, let me see. Because I could Craft here. What am I at? I'm at tier 3 right now. So what would that look like? We got a 2% shot at a star, 10% shot at a tier 1, 44. That's actually not terrible. What are tier 2s? Duran, Giddy, Scoot, Lowry. Dyson. Let's look at the tier 1 though. Tier 1. Book, Fox, Mobley, Garland. So what are the? I guess like you'd be pissed if you got Caleb Martin or PJ, Eves. Yeah, it's a wide range. It's a wide range.
Quentin Grimes.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, it's because they're again. I understand their algorithm because it just like, it's based on people buying stuff at the time. But I get it. It's frustrating.
I would be frustrated too. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Why don't you rip it?
Let's go because I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till I get higher up there.
What number are you gonna rip at?
Probably when I get all the way up to 550. I think.
Okay.
No rush.
I mean, I think the math generally says you just rip it tier 4 or tier 3 and then call it a day.
What? Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people doing that without actually saying what the fuck the math was.
So the math basically is that like you will generally get better. So if you rip it at 50, right? You're far more likely to get a tier 3 or a tier 2 on average if you just continue to rip ultimately. So like if you're just ripping once, you have a really large percentage chance of getting tier 3 or tier 4. But if you continue to rip over a long enough time period, you might get a tier 2. I've gotten 2 tier 2s already over the course of time. So like right. I'm fine with that rather than like
I mean, you're fine with that because you have landed on the right side of the odds.
Yes.
So that is not mathematically speaking. I think that's what I mean. I get this. I get what Taylor was saying. Like if you now have the hope that your odds are that much better, and then you don't get it. That to me makes sense. But I've been seeing a lot.
And honestly, like I've gotten some great tier 4 or even tier 3 guys that have been huge contributors, big picture. So like I'm fine ripping at that level, and if I get above, I'm fine with that too.
Yeah, you should say that instead of saying data analytics tell you.
The analytics do say that, like, if you rip over a long enough time period, you're far more likely to get tier 2s, and I have gotten tier 2s, so I agree with that math.
But no, that's wrong.
Over a long enough time period, you will get like what's the math at tier 4?
10%.
10%.
Wait, so you are? We can hold on. You can see this.
If we've had how many game weeks?
Right, but your results don't count as the math. Like, you know that, right? Okay, so you're ripping at tier 4 every time. So you have
you're looking at rare. You're looking at rare. Look at limited. Limited's better.
Why is it better?
You have different math on rare versus limited thresholds.
Okay, so
your threshold is 10.5%.
But okay, so if the math is completely different, then every case you were making for me to rip on rare doesn't make sense.
Oh, I didn't know you were on rare. I thought
all right, but anyway,
my bad.
All right, so you have a 54% shot at a tier 4, and a 29% at a tier 3, and a 10% at a tier 2.
Yeah.
Versus getting to 100, which is a 57%. So it takes out the tier 4 completely, which is half of the pull.
Honestly, the difference between tier 3 and tier 4 isn't much in terms of like the level of player you're getting. Like you can get a lot of garbage at the bottom end of tier 4, but the difference between tier 4 and tier 3 to me is not much.
All right, let's see. Tier 3, Alonzo, Luke Kennard, Corey Kispert. All right, Matas Bucelis, Sam Hauser. Let's look at what Lear. I hate that I can't just like scroll out of that. Let's see what tier 4 is. Jabari Walker, Kolek. Yeah, that is pretty close. I mean, definitely some playable guys in tier 3 versus tier 4, but yeah.
Look at tier 2. I think that's where things get like interesting as a discussion point.
Yeah, where you have a 10% chance at 50. Yeah, OG, De Silva. There's De Silva. George's guy, De Silva, Din Shitty, Russ, Randall. There you go.
Love that a week later he's in tier 2, which is tough bid.
Yeah.
He just waited a week.
There we go. George is right. Tier 4 pool is a bunch of game week 57 goats.
Goddamn right.
You can talk me more into this. Like if you can weed out the guys that don't play, that makes more sense to me.
That's fair.
Like getting to 100. But whatever. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I've had people that want me to rip it just so they can see me rip it and then say mathematically it makes sense. I was like, I don't think that's true. I'll probably rip. What am I? I'm at 100. I don't know. I feel like let's get to 325. I've been averaging like
right.
30 essence,
Wait,
30 rare.
quickly go to the info real quick. I just want to see the numbers.
Here you go. So tier 4. Oh, right, I'm at tier 3 right now. So I have a 44% shot at a tier 3, 44% shot at a tier 2, basically a 10% shot at a tier 1. And then if I get to 325, I eliminate tier 3 completely. And then it's I got basically a 50% shot at a tier 1. And then a 37% shot at tier 2. And then 18% shot at a star. And then this is
increase those numbers throughout the season because it feels like that was lower earlier in the year.
And now, I mean, like honestly, the move is to get to the max. Like this is like 58%. Like it's either a tier 1 or a star.
And John makes and Matty Harrison is right. Billy had the math in the Discord showing the value for each tier, and it wasn't that big of a difference. And I believe you are in the top tier Discord, so you should have it. But
yeah, I'm not really paying attention to it. Let's see. Where would it be?
Oh, it was an early post. I don't know if he tagged it or like bullet pointed it or whatever.
All right.
But
no, okay.
Early in the year he did have it.
If you had Rip at tier 4 previous weeks, though, you could have gotten Santos, sold him now. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, we've talked too much math. Let's give this thing away. Mike, what time? You're going live in like 40 minutes? Is that what you said?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
I'm probably going to open the room now while we're talking. But we'll play some intro stuff, and then I will be on in 20 minutes. So,
all right, I'm going to share the link into the chat. I'm going to spin the giveaway. I'm going to go make some dinner. When you max, you will get Donovan Klingon, Yabusele, or Stefan Castle. They are in star right now. Well, then you know what? That's what I'll get. But you guys can't tell me what to do. All right. You
should just play the chat drop at this point.
That's true. I know.
Mental health drop.
I'm not going to say go Broncos. Yeah, we do have college football tonight. We're doing chicken Caesar salad wraps tonight. That's what we're doing.
And for the 45 people watching, hit like because I'm not seeing very many likes in stream.
Let's see. I don't even have the stream open right now. All right, let's go watch some basketball. Tier 2 dinner. Let's go watch some basketball. Go check out Playback. Drop the link in the chat.
Playback.tv/NBABit.
I think I dropped it
in there.
There we go. George is on board, baby. George is on board with dinner tonight. Jay Blaze, the VIP monster. I feel like he always wins these bad boys. Weisberg, you got any weekend plans?
Meeting some friends for dinner this weekend at like a nice-ish place.
There you go.
Celebrating a buddy's birthday, but other than that, not much else.
Nice. Well, I hope if you are football fans, enjoy the foosball this weekend. Enjoy the basketball. We'll be back on Monday with the NBA bit and then with some live before lock. Go hang out on Playback. And then for Weisberg, myself, thanks for hanging. We out, skis.